Hello everybody, it is Jared Johnson here with Day Traders FX. Very nice to see you all. I wanted to take just a couple of moments and give you what I like to call my Money Minute. And this one happens to be on the euro dollar. I think we've got some good opportunities here on the euro dollar, and hopefully we'll get some nice playouts here. Here is the chart. Now, many of you have seen, and I will make sure to include this link below the video, trading on the right side of things. We want to do some right side trading. That's a pretty big deal. It's pretty important. It's something we want to make sure that we know how to do. And this euro dollar is offering us some pretty interesting opportunities for that. First of all, let me just show you really quickly here what I'm kind of looking at. I'm watching, and this is one half of the picture here. I'm watching this chart right here. This is a weekly chart on euro dollar. Now, this weekly chart is telling me, this goes all the way back to, this is 10 years worth of movement. This is a double top in 2008, which I do remember trading, by the way. I traded this double top at 160 on the euro dollar. Yes, I shorted it. I actually remember when it started breaking out of some of these lows, getting below into the 150s. I remember hopping out of bed to throw a trade on. So, anyway, the euro dollar made a nice little move here, ran down. It's been in this channel for a measly 10 years. We're back up to the top of this channel, and I think that it's kind of interesting that we have another double top here at about 125.50. 125.50. This is kind of an interesting area, and I think that there's going to be some good opportunities to trade around this 125.50. So here's what I'm looking at. Here is a daily chart. And again, I'm going to call this my decision point right here. And again, that's about 125.50. Let's just say 125.50. We start getting above that. It could break above that. I'm not going to get hugely bullish above that because we've got kind of a big setup that I'm looking at on the daily chart as well. This thing has been trending up for some time and started to leave some pretty big targets down below, namely the moving average and some of these imbalances right here, and I'm looking at those as very, very good potential profit targets. So 125.50, if this heads above that, it could definitely start on the continue on the bullish path. We can see this thing head up into 127.50. Heck, it could head up into 130. Who knows how high it's potentially going to go? But I'm not really going to get bullish even at that 125.50. I think it could make a pretty significant run, and I don't think I would want to be short above 125.50, but I would be cautiously bullish, but much more anxiously bearish here. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Let me explain a little bit of why that is. You can see this 1 hour chart's kind of been hopping around. Remember that kind of right side stuff we're talking about here? Got a nice little lower target to kind of bounce around at right here and see how this thing's playing out. So I'm keeping an eye on that. And what I want to see happen here is, obviously take out this short-term target, but I'm very interested in this longer-term, slightly bigger area right here. This is, once again, a nice little consolidation to the left of a breakout in a movement. This is 124.40. I think the euro dollar, before it does anything significant, is going to need to run up to 124.40. So this is a nice little imbalance level right here. Likewise, I'm also looking at a move from 124.40 to start deciding on what to do here. Ideally, in this upper area, I would like to start shorting. Might sound crazy, but I'd like to start shorting euro dollar against some of those big highs we just talked about, 125.50. And I think there could be some nice opportunities around there. So I'm going to look for some confirmation and make sure that it can kind of stay in the good. But I think 125.40 is a great area to look at. 124.40 is a great area to look at. But again, bit of a decision point at 125.50. So we're watching those two areas, 124.40, 125.50. Now on here, you can see that we've got some big lower targets, namely 122.85, and we go all the way down here to 120.75, and down here to 119.60-70 area. And I think we could see kind of a big push from there. So that's what I'm talking about. If we get in up around this 124, 125 area, short on euro dollar, I'm looking to really target at least this 120, 120.50, 120.100, and then potentially even further below. I'm going to have to take some risk on this thing, I'll be honest. I got to see that this can hold below 125.50. So I'm going to have to risk 100 plus pips on this trade, but I'm going to be looking for 3 to 500 pips, but probably right around the 400 pip mark. So watch that 124.40, watch that 125.50, and let's look for some of these lower targets to come into play and get some movement down around here. So all the way down in the the low 122s, or excuse me, low 120s, and even maybe a break of 120. So that's what I'm going to be looking for on the euro dollar. I hope that's helpful. It's kind of a big picture situation, but we've got what I call a scanner set up right here. So if you know about the Forex scanner, you can kind of peek at the link there that I'll include here. And it's also a very excellent right side of the market kind of a setup as well. So these kinds of things we want to keep our eye on and make sure we're ready for, but I think this could be potentially a really, really good little setup. So we'll get some confirmation. We'll see where it goes. We're going to watch that upper area. We're going to need a little more confirmation, but I want to see these lower areas get hit, and I think they will. Thanks, everybody. I hope that's helpful. Stop by daytradersfx.com. Have a look at everything. I've got some links below. Check it out. Thanks for watching. I'm Jared Johnson. Nice to see you all, and good luck with the trading.